Zoey, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video on this makeup look. As you can tell from the title, it's a holiday, festive, fall, winter, cranberry look. I used a lot of cranberries, purples, plums, everything kind of ties in together. It is a full face look. I showed you everything. It is a talk through tutorial and I really like it. I think it's very festive. I know Thanksgiving's already passed, but it will work for Christmas, maybe even New Year's, Valentine's Day even. It's just very pretty, very wintry. So if you want to see how to recreate this look, then continue watching. So the first thing I'm going to do is just conceal my eyelids a little bit just because they are dark and have a lot of veins and discoloration. So I just like to even them out and just kind of get them matching my skin tone. So I'm just using my Physicians Formula Conceal RX in the shade Fair Light. Then I'm just going to set my eyelids with just a regular pressed powder. This is the Avon Flawless Mattifying Pressed Powder in the shade Translucent, just to prevent any creasing and oil on my eyelids. Now I'm going to prime my eyes with the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. This is just the anti-aging one, but I'm just going to put that on my eye. I know some people just go to primer and then a base color, which is kind of like the same thing, but I still like to do the concealer and powder step because I feel like it really helps. Now, Deja Vu, I'm going to set it all with this Wet n Wild single eyeshadow color icon in the shade Creme Brulee, and it's just a skin tone colored eyeshadow, so you could just use your powder flat shader brush and apply that all over my eye just to set the primer and again prevent creasing, have a nice even base, and this will also help the eyeshadows blend a lot easier and a lot smoother instead of getting stuck to the primer. Now I'm actually going to use some tape, just some regular clear Scotch tape, and grab a piece, stick it on the back of my hand so it's not so sticky, and then I'm going to line it up with my lower lash line up pointing towards my eyebrow, so the end of my eye, and then do the same thing to the other eye. And this is just going to give us a guideline, make sure everything's even. It's going to give us that sharp edge, so if you don't want a sharp edge and you want something softer, then go ahead and skip the tape. But I like this because it kind of looks more professional and it kind of makes it look like I know what I'm doing more than I actually do because it doesn't look messy, and this is going to keep it clean. So even though it's going to be everywhere, when we peel off the tape, it's going to be a sharp, clean, straight edge, and it's going to help with eyeliner too, and it's really going to just follow the shape of your eye and give it that kind of like cat eye, flared out. So if you don't like that and you just kind of want to get like a rounded effect, then you can totally skip the tape. I'm going to be using quite a few different eyeshadows from different palettes because I don't have a good eyeshadow palette that has just the shades I need, but that's totally fine. Work with what you got because that's what I'm doing. So the first palette I'm taking is the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette, and I'm just going to take the shade Nooner right there, which is just a matte, like purpley taupe shade. Just a crease brush, and I'm just going to use this as my transition shade. So just in my crease, windshield wiper motions back and forth. Doesn't have to be super neat. This is just our base for our crease shade, so it's also going to help us blend. It's going to help everything pull together nicely and not look too harsh. When we do apply our crease shade, it's going to help it all come together. And this does have a little bit of a purpley pink tint to it, which is why I'm using it for this look. You could also just use your matte bronzer or any kind of like light brown shade. But since this has the cranberry tint, I really like it. And I'm bringing everything to the edge of that tape. And even though it looks messy, it's actually going to have a sharp edge. And I'm putting most of the color on the outside and working it lightly towards the inner corner. Now I'm just going to blend that out a little bit. just to give it a softer edge and really just make it look super blended. Avon eyeshadow quad in the shade Warm Sunrise right here. And it has like a bit of a red tint first, but it's matte, and I'm just going to work that into my crease. I like to have a matte crease if possible and then a shimmery eyelid. You don't want to do too much at once, you want to slowly build it up. Blend that out. I want to build it up a little bit more. You can stop here if it's as dark as you like it. Take another Avon palette. Looks like this, and it's called the 8-in-1 eyeshadow palette in Not So Neutral. And I'm just gonna take this shade right here. It's a little bit more purple toned, but it's darker than the one we just applied. And I'm just going to be darkening up that crease color a little bit. And then of course blend that out again. For the outer corner, the outer V, to really define and darken it, I'm taking shadows out of the little black beauty book from e.l.f. that has 48 eyeshadows. And I'm going to be taking a mix of these two cranberry shades right here on this more tapered pencil brush to really define it. So a little bit on my lower lash line and my crease. And then, of course, we're gonna blend again. And that's why I'm doing my eye makeup first, because of all this fallout all over my face. And just to clean it up a little bit, I'm gonna go back in with our very first shade that we used, our transition shade, Nooner from the Naked 3 palette. And just taking that up towards my brow, just so it fades back into the lighter shade. Now for the fun part, the eyelid shade. The first thing I'm going to use is this Avon Extra Lasting Cream Eyeshadow in the shade Always Merlot. And it looks like this. It's cream and it's literally the perfect cranberry shade. And then over the top of that, I'm going to set it with this JCat Beauty Blinkle Shimmer Eyeshadow, and this is in the shade 102 Tangerine Light. So it is more kind of orangey toned, but it's going to look beautiful and really pull the colors together. And they make Maybelline ones that have a similar color. And this is going to give us that cranberry shade. I'm just going to put that all over my eyelid. So since it's kind of all looking one color, that's why we're going to add the other shade on top. If you really want it dramatic, you can wet your brush for this and really pack on the shimmer. But I don't want it too orange. I don't want too much of the tangerine shade pulling through, so I'm just going to apply it with a dry brush. Going to take another flat shader brush with my Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. I'm just going to take the shade Strange, which is just a matte vanilla, and apply that on my brow bone to clean everything up, really open up my eyes. Now, as badly as you want to remove the tape, unless you can do eyeliner perfectly great without tape, then you can go ahead and remove it. But I'm first going to do my liquid liner with a wing and then remove my tape. I'm going to be using the Avon Super Extend Precise Liquid Pen in just the black shade. And it's just a felt pen, and I'm going to line my upper lash line and follow the tape for a wing. we can remove the tape to reveal the sharp edge. I'm going to grab a makeup wipe and clean up my face. Now I'm going to tightline and fill in any gapping and space and really just thicken and darken my lash line with the Avon Mark Dusk Till Dawn Waterproof Eyeliner. Now we're going to do false lashes because it'll look like this. You can do mascara if you have really good eyelashes or really good mascara, but it really just needs false lashes just to really make it pull all together. I'm just going to be using the Flutter Erats limited edition makeup Shayla Strunt and Slay lashes, and I did use these already one time before, so they were used, but they just look like that. They are pretty intense and dramatic, but when else am I gonna wear these? So yeah. Duo Lash Adhesive Clear White Lash Glue. I'm going to apply a thin layer of glue. I'm going to apply a little bit more towards the edges because that's where they tend to come off. We're going to wait for it to dry and get a little bit tacky so it's not sliding all over our eye. Okay, eyelashes are applied. I kind of look scary and creepy because I don't have any other makeup on my face. And before I contour or finish my face, I'm going to go back to the eyes. So I'm going to highlight my inner corner. I'm going to actually use the highlighter I'm using for my face just so they kind of go together. The Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in the shade Precious Petals. It is kind of a little dark for my skin tone, but you know what? I don't care because it's very pretty. And put that on my inner corner. Avon palette with the Cranberry shade again on this e.l.f. smudge brush, very tiny brush, and I'm going to put this color on my lower lash line. Then on the inner half of my lower lash line, I'm going to use that Tangerine Light eyeshadow that we put on our eyelid. Going to do my bottom eyeliner with that same Mark Dusk Till Dawn waterproof black eyeliner. Then I'm going to curl my eyelashes so they blend with the false and the fake ones. I'm going to apply mascara again to blend my natural lashes with the fake one. So now we are done with the eyes and we're going to complete the face. So I'm going to contour so I don't just look all one shade. For this Avon Ideal Luminous blush in Mad About Mauve because it kind of goes with the color theme. I'm going to take the best drugstore highlighter of all time. It's the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Precious Petals, which is what I used on my inner corner. It is literally gorgeous. Like I said, it is a little bit dark on my skin tone, but I don't care. I'm using it anyway because it's beautiful. That is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you try it out, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.